Whiskey Kilo Yankee WA7WKY.
Whiskey Kilo Yankee, Roger, Roger. And what's the name there?
Whiskey Kilo Yankee, Roger, Roger. And what's the name there?
Barry is the name. Barry, and I'm located in Cincinnati, Ohio. You're 59 into Cincinnati.
Roger, Roger, Barry. And what radio are you running today, sir?
Roger, Roger, Barry. And what radio are you running today, sir?
I'm using a Heathkit Sugar Baker 401 and Henry 1kV 5 amp, 1,000 watts.
Roger, so I've got about 3 dB copy on my Milford PA SDR. I haven't checked yet my other antennas. Why don't you give me about 10 seconds, tell me about your antenna system, and let me look around for a better path for us, Roger?
Antenna system, and let me look around for a better path for us, Roger?
Good now.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a little information about your antenna system.
Give me a little information about your antenna system.
Yeah, I'm using an it's up about 30 feet, and I'm using a Heathkit SB-401 exciter into a Henry amp at about 800 watts PEP.
Yes, sir. Got you on my local antenna at about 15 or 20 hours, so you're sounding good there. And what I would like for you to do, if you're interested in our setup, you say exciter. Is that, I'm not really sure, 401, is that like, explain that to me. I know that some people use some of those older transceivers just for the transmitter part to excite a higher power amp. Is that situation with you?
Yeah, it's a standalone transmitter. It's part of a Heathkit station where I have a different receiver, another Heathkit receiver, and this is a Heathkit transmitter I'm using now into an amplifier. So it's standalone by itself. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay, I heard just a little hum in the background. Not much, but just down there around maybe 20 down from your voice peaks. But I think that you could use a little more compression. Just a little bit there. We usually suggest a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Just something that you never really hear on the air, but it helps you become a little bit fuller. Doesn't suck up between the words. That's the main thing. Roger?
Okay, I'm using an older transmitter. As I said, it's a Heathkit SB-401. I may be overdriving the amp. I don't know, but anyway, you're 5'9" here, and thank you very much for the contact.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And like I say, you do have just a little bit of hum in that background, so I'm not sure whether it's your mic connection into your, into the front end of the exciter, or that's probably where it is. It sounds like something like that. Roger?
Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the help, and I hope you have a good day, and thank you very much for the contact.
Yes, sir, Barry. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2900, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Okay, very good, sir. Thank you very much, and you have a good day, and I appreciate the contact.
Yes, sir. And what kind of mic are you running there?
I'm using an Electro Voice. Electro Voice microphone. Got in the mid-70s. I bought it.
Roger. I was just wondering if maybe if you might work that mic a little bit tighter and then pull down your audio level, if that might shift that hum back into the background. Working that mic a little tighter, but probably only if you might have a foam windscreen around to bust up the mouth noise and stuff. Roger?
Okay, let's see here. I guess this is the max audio level I'm using. I'm topping the ALC right now, so how does that sound?
Yes, sir. Hum level is still there. Why don't you come up, give me a 10 count, slowly fade your mic level out, and we'll see if that's if it's coming in the front end.
Okay, this WA7WKY, I'm decreasing the mic level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, it seemed like the hum level was going down as you counted down. I wanted you to count down all the way to off and see if we get rid of all of that hum, and then we know where to look for the problem.
Okay, I'm continuing on down now from where I was before. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm all the way.
Yes, sir. The hum level went down. Well, yeah, it would go down, but it seemed to be related to the front end, Roger.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I've heard comments like that before in this old radio, but I try to keep it aligned the best I can, so I appreciate the comments.
Yes, sir. Just trying to think. There's a ground loop there somewhere in that audio section, and not sure. Do you have your exciter grounded to your power amp or something?
Yeah, it's all grounded. The amp is grounded as well.
Yes, sir. I would suggest maybe playing with your ground radios or your grounding situation, and not ground your exciter to the same ground that you're using for your power amp. If you can run up two different ground systems, one especially for the power amp. Of course, usually you would associate power amp with audio or RF in the audio, but sometimes you can get a ground loop between radios, and if you run a separate ground for the power amp and a separate ground for your radio and everything else, sometimes that alleviates some problems. Roger?
Okay, I'm disconnecting the ground off the exciter now. Just give me a second. Okay, I've disconnected the ground off the exciter.
Well, no hum.
Okay, so that's the problem, I guess.
Roger. Now, do you have a compressor on that exciter that you could give me a little more compression?
I don't have a compressor on it, but I can jack up the audio just a bit. That's maximum on the audio level right there.
Roger. Well, I think you're doing. Do you have an ALC meter on that exciter?
Yeah, I'm peaking the ALC right now.
Well, I don't want you to go into the red. I'm looking just about for 2/3 on that ALC meter, Roger.
Okay, let's see. We'll back it off a little bit. Okay, there, I backed it off a little bit. Does that sound better?
Yes, sir. I wish you had a compressor so you could force just about 3 more dB. But I understand, that it's you don't really have that. You're relying on your ALC, the limiter aspects to get the compression. So that's probably about as best. You're saying that you don't have a good compressor, Roger, or you don't have a compressor in the circuit for that radio.
No, there's no compressor at all.
It sounds really good. I'll just run it just like that, frankly. And like I said, we were recording. We'll have this up to YouTube by noon tomorrow, and so you can hear what we're doing right now, Roger.
Okay, but the hum is gone, you say?
Yes, sir. It sounds clean. And if you work that mic just like you're doing, I think it sounds gangbusters, Roger.
Okay, well, I appreciate the information. I thank you very much. KC9 Victor Kilo. Victor WA7WKY.
Roger. Now, but I would say this one thing, that you do seem to have some different audio levels going on as you work that mic. So you'll be better off, since you don't really have a limiter, that you keep consistency in your approach to the microphone. And I wish you had the ALC meter out over a period of time so you can see exactly where that sweet spot is and try to keep your audio in the sweet spot, Roger?
Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. What was your name?
Jim here, KC9VKV, and this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net, Roger.
Is it called Qso-Vlog net?
It's KC9VKV, Kilo, Charlie 9, Victor, Kilo, Victor, and the Qso-Vlog net. We help people get the best out of their transmitters, Roger.
Okay, good, gotcha. Okay, well, thank you, Jim. I appreciate that, and I'll reset this thing up that way to leave the ground off. That sounds better. Okay, well, I appreciate your comments. Thank you very much.
Roger, Barry, 73, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.